Hello and welcome to this special series on innovation titled Ideas to Life. And right now, if you're out most of the times traveling, like many of us reporters are, and in case you aren't a multi-millionaire with a swanky car and an in-car phone, you got a mobile phone on you, and if you got a cell phone, it's going to run out of juice. But did you know that all it takes is 15 minutes of mobile calisthenics, or cycling as they call it, to bring it back to life? Here's the story of Bhaskar Ajgaonkar and his nifty mobile charger. Can you imagine any possible part this song played in powering up your cell phone? Neither did we, but well, it did. Meet Bhaskar Ajgaonkar, a third-year information technology student of the Rajendra Mane College of Engineering and Technology, who has developed a bicycle that generates electricity when pedaled and charges mobile phones of any brand. Now, before we explain the bit about the song inspiring Bhaskar to create the charger, here's a short summary of how the product actually works.
You just have to install my product in your cycle and ride it for about 15 minutes. As you keep cycling, the product generates energy. There is also a gearbox which helps create more energy in less time. The electricity gets transmitted through the wire into the circuit fitted inside the bell, to which I have attached a connector. You need to connect your mobile to this connector. As you start cycling, the circuit connected to the bell identifies the ID number of the mobile connector and provides the voltage and the current rate. The red light starts blinking when the charging starts and stops when charging is complete or there is some problem in connections. You can charge the mobile of any brand on this cycle.
Right, and now we come to the part about the song. Apparently that inspired Bhaskar, then in class 6, to focus his attention on using a bicycle to power up the future. Of course, that's not the only reason.
When I was in the 7th standard, I used to make various types of cycles. One day I asked my father for a mobile and he told me, "The day you can charge a mobile with a cycle, I'll buy you one." From that day I had a desire to develop such a product, and then I went on to develop different types of systems. I learned the hardware and software of mobiles and finally reached a stage where I could design a micro dynamo. In 2005 I finished making the micro dynamo, and now its second version is complete. Third version will be ready very soon.
And like a typical father, Mr. Vijay Ajgaonkar, who is an electronics engineer himself, has a few suggestions for the product.
We can use the same mechanism on a motorbike too.
Now Bhaskar claims that the product can charge a typical cell phone with 15 minutes of sustained cycling. 15 minutes, that's all. Of course, the real question is, how?
I've used power boosters and power amplifiers for this purpose. That works in sync with the identification circuit and makes the entire process possible.
But hold your horses. The charging time does vary depending on the type of battery present in your cell phone.
If you have a poly battery, then your battery will get charged in 15 to 20 minutes. But if it is nickel or any other metal battery, then it should take more time.
Another point which deserves mention here is that this contraption works with variable speeds.
I have placed a stabilizing system in it so that a change in cycle speed doesn't affect the charging speed.
Now, charging up the future is no easy task, and Bhaskar's story is no different. He faced difficulties in the form of finance and, shall we say, a lag in communication.
Here in India, I'm not getting certain things I want, so I have to get them made from the welding and metalworks people. At times, they weren't able to understand my need, so I had to repeatedly explain it to them. I spent 2 years doing this only, and during this time, my friends and family helped me a lot.
Bhaskar now plans to go a step further. In December this year, he plans to bring out a charger which can power up the iPod and a cycle that can talk. It won't be available for counseling though.
जो मेरी बात करने वाली साइकिल है उसमें मैंने
In my talking cycle, I have placed several detectors. If within cycling for 3.5 meters, any pothole or any speed breaker comes, then it detects it and tells it to the rider. It also says sorry to the person who has been knocked off by the cycle.
गियर सिस्टम भी मैंने यूज़ किया जैसे आप 4-व्हीलर या 2-व्हीलर जब ब्रिज के ऊपर चढ़ाते हैं तब उसके गियर्स कम किए जाते हैं और उतारते समय उसके गियर्स बढ़ाए जाते हैं.
I have used automatic gear system which will detect the right gear and accordingly notify the rider.
जो प्रेशर रहता है पेडल के ऊपर का वो कम ज़्यादा होते रहता है. जो मेरा एक सिस्टम मैंने बनाया है वो उसको डिटेक्ट करेगा और रिक्वायरमेंट्स ऑफ गियर आपको प्रोवाइड कर देगा.
Of course, commercial release for these devices is being planned for the year end.
जब तक मेरा थर्ड वर्जन पूरा नहीं होता तो दिसंबर में.
By December end, I'll finish making my product and accordingly start talking to MNCs like Hero, Hamilton and other such cycle makers for tire so that I can launch my product as soon as possible.
मार्केट में लॉन्च करने की जल्दी से कोशिश करूँगा.
The slight hitch is that the product doesn't have a name yet, and no, we are not going to quote Shakespeare on this. We will ask you to shake a leg though. After all, your mobile stands to profit from it.